I met a gypsy.
So going into 2022, you've watched the preview show. Who's the pick, mate, for the 450 class? Let's dive into some predictions.
Uh, um, so,
Go on.
so I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I think, I think the most exciting one is going to be. I say the most exciting. I feel bad because I love them all, so I hate I'm not taking sides, but anyway, I think obviously exciting is Eli on the Yamaha. I think and to see what Star did, in pretty sure it was 12 months. I mean, probably not even 12 months. What they did with that team. I mean, I'm obviously just looking from the outside as a fan. I don't know the ins and outs, but it seemed like they did an incredible job, especially on the 450s to get that going. So I think that makes it really exciting to see or to know how Eli's going to go with that outfit. And they've all moved to Florida, and I've heard that's a pretty unbelievable setup, especially for photos concerned. So that's really cool. But yeah, mate, I think yeah. I'll leave it there.
No.
What I get nervous about, is the biggest thing. I'm just I just hope everyone rocks up to A1. I just want everyone to be healthy. I want it to be stacked. So kind of just to be the big I don't know, softy as it all, but I'm just praying that everyone is healthy and everyone can compete, because that's as a fan, that's what I want. I want all the best guys lined up at the gate, and then it's let's see who's season and who's the go. And but I mean, if you're talking A1, you can't not mention Barsha. He's the round one G, and yeah, so there's a lot of people to watch, but
So sticking on Eli.
I guess. Wait. So they.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
no,
go on. You go.
No, you go.
No, it's all good. I was just gonna say. So who has new bikes? Is it just KTM?
Yeah. KTM and Husky, I'm pretty sure they're running gas. They're running the same bike through 23. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's my little question mark is the new bike thing. So yeah, we'll stick on Eli. As a gentleman that's changed teams, why change teams if you're Eli Tomac? And what do you think about just the change in general as a guy that's been through it at a semi-high level of racing?
Well, I think so. Like anything, you can get a little bit stuck in a rut. Hey. So.
Damn, you really do know Supercross, bro. Weird flex, but okay.
Change can be sometimes the most, and whether there's reason for it or not, sometimes change is like a holiday. So that in itself, but I think Eli certainly spent a lot of time at Kawasaki. They also had some success, so maybe also in his mind, he's well, I've kind of done everything I can with this team. Why not explore something different? I think he's also getting towards, obviously, the latter part of his career, so it's there's no better time than now. And also just kind of working with a new bike, a new setup. I don't know if out in Florida or not. I'm not sure how that looks, but
no, I'm pretty sure he's staying in Colorado.
Colorado, okay. But even that in itself, I think will challenge him. And with me at Red Bull, it was kind of just easy. And I honestly worried that I would get complacent, and because you kind of just get to a point, maybe you're just going through the motions. So yeah, I think you want to challenge yourself, and mate, paycheck or not, whether he's getting more money there or not, I think that's secondary.
Yeah.
I think it's more he seems, I don't know him really personally, but he seems too pure.
Yeah.
To chase the paycheck. I think he honestly thinks he could probably be better on the Yamaha. And but yeah, I think it's more of a challenge and a fresh, yeah, fresh approach.
Does it force you to grow? Like when you went from like Red Bull to Renault and then Renault to McLaren, like I guess can you not help but grow and get better in like I guess unexpected ways even at times?
Yeah, like I after racing for well, at least F1 for 10 years, like it was this year that I actually found out what I'm good at. Like, so through the growing process and trying to get better driving the McLaren, so like through my understanding my weaknesses, I also understood my strengths, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh wow, like that being able to do this the last few years. Okay, so that's what I need in the car because that's me, and that's what gives me the most kind of natural approach to a corner. So this is what I need to give the engineers. I need to give them this information so I can do that because yeah, fuck, that's my strength.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, I think just being in a different room, like you're forced to grow. You're going to make new relationships. You're going to learn how to be a leader or just pick up new skills, people skills, whatever that is. So there's a lot which just comes with it, um, and that's exciting. So I like I totally get why he's moved on and stuff. And again, I don't know the internal kind of call it I say politics, but just the internals with the team. But
Yeah.
um, you can out of yourself and looking for also to motivate him for the kind of let's say the last few years of his career perhaps.
Yeah. And so sticking on Star then, so you get a guy like Ferrandis. So Ferran, he goes out and he podiums his first race. I think the opener last year, I think he got second. But then it sort of was like a bit of a struggle. He was injured coming into the year, so I guess that's like there's a caveat there anyway. But like, so he goes steamrolls everybody in the outdoors. Like it just wasn't even a fair fight at times. It looked like, which is crazy to think about. And like, so you go from being that guy that like wasn't like a winner or like a championship guy in that class. What do you think that it does to him in Supercross? Like he's been a Supercross champ, so it's not like there's a cloud around like his ability to ride Supercross. But what do you think that championship does in terms of like momentum, or do you just hate him because he took out Jet at A2?
I don't hate him not at all. And actually, I mean, the way was really like very, because that could have gone two ways. He could have really just lost his marbles and whatever. But yeah, I think he also jet won people over with his reaction and response to that A2. But man, I think so. The outdoor stuff, I think that only gives Ferrandis a ton of confidence going into Supercross. So I think that's let's say some momentum for him, but also the team because they also now are like, all right, we've got a guy who 100% can win races in 450. He's not overwhelmed by competition or the stage. So I think that only gives him confidence coming into Supercross, and then shifting to outdoors, whether that confidence remains or whether he kind of feels a bit more pressure to defend the title, that I don't know. But speaking of Supercross, I'm sure and even just being healthy, like it was a broken wrist last year? Yeah. So even that will just to anyone give him confidence, especially in this sport, knowing that you're not too banged up. That must go a long way.
Man, I think the battle outdoors between Tomac and Ferran, it's gonna be so good, dude.
Caliente.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.